Good evening, everyone. I wanted to do another live stream and do some jigsaw puzzles and chat and just make myself available. So if people wanted to drop in, ask some questions, happy to answer along and talk about just about anything. If people don't say anything, then I'll start commenting on the pictures. So I'll start off with one with a Joey, a baby kangaroo. So I've got it in the pouch. And we've got about 50, 60 pieces in the puzzle already laid out. So I'll start going through and moving the edge pieces around. Got some bottom pieces there. There's a top left. I think that one matches up with it nicely. Oh, that looks like it'll match up. No. I'll clear a space for the bottom segment pieces. There's the bottom right corner. And the top right corner as well. Won't worry too much about the sides just yet. The colours don't look too right for this one. And if there's anyone that wants to have a chat about anything, join and ask away. I'll see what I can do to answer. Got the bottom left there. I think that'll match up with. I thought it was going to be this piece, but it's this one there. So those two should join up as well. And just work our way along the bottom. Those should clip in nicely. I thought that was the left edge. We've got the face of the Joey here. And some legs. Here's another bottom piece. Pick that one up and get it out of the way. No, it doesn't seem to fit into the left or right as it is. And there we go. That brings us all the bottom section done. That'll fit all the way on the bottom. It's the ears of the Joey, so yeah, they look like they'll match up. The nose of the Joey. Get the feeling it's not going to be that tall. So I'll see about getting these out of the way. This looks like it's going to be the piece that we're after. Everything should start falling in. No, it's most things falling into place now. I'm going to bring that back up into the middle. And put the pieces around it and then zoom in. That's a leg there. There we go, they're blocked in now. See about zooming in. Oh, there's a piece of the right. So I've just got one edge piece missing. And I'll zoom in a bit now. Make everything a bit bigger. It's a back piece of a leg. And there's another bit as well. I think it's going to be some little Joey paws, but I can't quite get it to match. No, that's mum's paws. There we go, that's a bit of the feet. No, not too sure where this goes, so I'll try working my way along the bottom then. Whatever this is in focus over here, but that'll be part more of the paws. And that's a bit of an ear. Okay, the left ear, not the right one. We're going a bit more of the legs, and that'll be the last bit of the foot. Oh, there's the other ear. It's bothering me a little that I haven't put the top section. Oh, here we go. And that'll be a bit of, I thought it was the tree, but the legs. And I'll use the shadow to figure that bit out underneath. And no, that's not quite right. There we go. They match up right. So a bit more of the ear, Joey's ear as well. I think that'll be the last bit of its ear. Oh, yeah, more of the front paws as well. No, no, sorry, that's the last bit of the Joey's face. There we go. So kangaroo Joey in mum's pouch, just looking out. A newly added one is a kookaburra portrait. So I had one I think I did from a few nights ago of a kookaburra sitting on a tree. This one is a close-up and just showing the kookaburra's face. Bring the picture up. So there we go, it's looking out to its left. Start with the top. Looks like those pieces will match nicely. Got some blue fur there and an eye that should go through. That looks like it's the back of its head. There's another bit of the few bits of the top. Might try a little differently and put the edge pieces at the edge of the screen that they're on. So I'll put this one over here on the top left. I've got a few pieces that are double stacked, so they're actually under another piece. This one on the bottom left. That looks about right for the fur. Probably match up nicely now. And lift those up. That should dovetail into that one as well. It won't match up with that one. It should match up with the other side. Here we go. All the up now. No, neither one of those match up. I think there's found the missing piece over here. There we go. So I'll bring that in and reshape things around. So that one should slot straight in there. I'll bring it in. And that should match up and let me hook up the other ones. There we go. There's its edge of its beak. Working the way down its back. Yep, that's the bottom of it there. And that should finish it up nicely. Okay, I'll zoom in a bit more. Hello. Now it's a kookaburra. Good evening. Welcome to the chat. I think it's related to a kingfisher, but they're a bit different. There's the rest of its beak. And the main part of its body, a bit more of its feathers. The main part of its beak. Not sure where this will go. Oh, there we go. It's the front of its wings. And finishing off its head. The colors over here are pretty much the same, so that should make it easy to find those pieces. The last bottom bit of its beak. Down. I don't quite understand. That piece looks like it'll slot in nicely there. And that's the rest of its body taken up. A little bit of fur under its chin. And the last two pieces. So that finishes off the kookaburra. Go back to the main collection, and there's quite a few other things to do. One of the areas that's a notable attraction in Australia is the Sydney Opera House. So I bring up the preview for this one. We've got it with a nice reflection. I believe it's looking from under the Sydney Harbour Bridge towards the Opera House. And I'll get started. So Sydney's a very big city, nice place to visit. And the ferries are one of the main ways people can get around the city, as well as the trains. So Circular Quay is a place that's right next to the Opera House, and it's the main ferry station for the city. This left edge here, that's the top right section. And section over on the left. Yep, they should match up. So we've got the bottom right there. And some other bottom sections. That's the top left. There's no clear piece I can plug that into at the moment. They should match up now. Got a bit of the reflections there. And that's the bottom right one. So that should link in with here. They won't match up, but they'll fit in together. That looks to be the bottom of the reflection. Okay, at the top of the opera house now. Those joining up, and that should link the whole top section. I think that joins up with those. And that should join up with the bottom. So I've got a few linking up now on a bit of a roll. I think that'll be another bottom one hidden in the... And that yeah, link up to the bottom right. Just one more piece, I think, in the bottom. Okay, that should join, sorry, the left and the right sides up. That, oh no, I can link it up already. Making some guesses as to where the pieces go in the middle already. There we go. I think that's the missing bottom piece. I think that's going to join everything up. So I bring them together. I'll just start rearranging things to make them to the outside, and then bring the empty piece up into the middle. One more. And I'll zoom in a little bit. That looks like it'll extend off to the left of this one. And the reflection will, yeah, mix into there. Those pieces look like they'll fit in nicely there. Oh, that's, sorry, a bit off to the right. This is making it a little bit easier with some of the reflections. Oh, that piece won't fit there. Got a willow over in the bottom corner here. Got a bit of, yeah, that looks to be the city over here. Is that a pink pig to the right? No, not too sure. Do I have the last right piece here? Okay. So I'll keep working on some of the reflection bits. And that'll be the one down the bottom right. So if you're just joining, it's the Sydney Opera House that we're looking at from close to the Sydney Harbour Bridge. And it's a very nice still night with the reflection on the bottom. I'll bring up the preview. Sorry, now I get what you're saying. I didn't realize you were talking about a pink pig on the side of the Opera House. I was like, how can there be a pink pig here? There's nowhere near a farm or anything along those lines. These bits should join up. That'll be the bit in the top left section. It's a bit more of the sails up on the top here. Not sure if this is the left and the right. It'll be the left. And the bottom section, so there's a bit more of the reflection. We'll get those out of the way now. And the top left, last bit looks like it's going to go smack into the middle. So yeah, we do have a pink pig somehow written on the side of the Opera House, and they do occasionally put messages up there. One of the things that will be a highlight of Sydney is the Vivid Festival, where there's lights used to paint on the buildings, and some displays are made to do that. So if anyone's got any suggestions for the next one to do, I'll go back to the collection, or if there's anything else anyone wants to have a chat about, or if they're not sure about a certain word definition or pronunciation, let me know. I'll see what I can do to help out. I'll do something similar. I've done this one previously, but it's worth a revisit. So we've got the Sydney Harbour Bridge at night. And we'll restart it now. Bring the pieces down. So I'll start looking at the edge pieces again and zoom in. I'll just bring all the pieces from the bottom up to the middle. Then zoom through. So that looks like it's the top left, and they should match up nicely. And the bottom right, which I'll put over here, bottom left. And I'll just put all the odd sections over here jumbled up onto the left for right now, or the right hand side, just get them out of the way. Top part looks like it should match through. And some of the buildings over here. It's one of the pylons. Some bright reflections that look like they'll match up. I think that's going to be the whole left-hand section. It's another bright reflection. Start getting those out of the way. The shape of that piece, I think it's going to be the left, and those, that should match up with those. Not quite. Bit of a pylon. That'll match up with the bottom right section. Here we go, we've got top right as well. So I do recommend it if you get a chance to go to the harbour at night. You usually find a whole lot of people around there and there's always something on. But I haven't been to Sydney in quite a while, but it's always nice to go down. There's a bit of the water's edge that matches up with some of those buildings. So we do get some cruise ships that'll come straight into the city, and this is the dock which they'll join into the port. Looks like it's I think it'll be that bit. No, I can't be sure it's those pylons yet, so I'll zoom in a bit more and see if I can get a better view. That should nestle up, but we've got the missing bit on the top. I should be able to see everything nicely at the moment. And the last bit of the edge. So I'm pretty sure that's a bit of the southern pylon, and this looks like it's going to be a bit that mixes in between. The bridge is it's about 9 or 10 lanes across, and 2 railway lines, as well as some pedestrian and cycle crossings on either side. If you want to go for a walk, you'll walk on the east side of the bridge. Well, well, evidently not. No, it won't be. Okay, I'll pull it off and work the problem from a different angle. See about building the coat hanger section and then working the way through. It's a very nice walk as well. You can walk all the way from the Opera House, which would be over here on the right-hand side, across the bridge, past Luna Park, and then there's a place, I think it's called McMahon's Point, where you can see effectively the bridge from both sides. They don't seem to be able to fit in nicely. There we go. Try and work on the bottom part. The bridge, because that bit looks like it'll match up nicely to that. There we go. No, that's not it, then it'll be close. And that they'll mix up there. I'll jump in there. That's the north side. And got most of the bridge there. And the top of it's coming together very quickly. This piece doesn't go in here. Ah, there we go. That's what's been confusing. One of the other pieces hasn't fitted in right. Didn't fit in right and it's messing with me. Might have exactly the same problem again. There we go. So this is the international container, or so not container terminal, international terminal. There were cruise ships will go through there, and we'd be standing right to Circular Quay and seeing a whole bunch of ferries going in and out. They'd be going left up to Parramatta and right to Manly. If you get a chance to catch a ferry from Circular Quay to Manly, that's to take it. It's a public transport fare, might be like $8 each way, and it's well worth the trip. About 20 minutes each way, and you go right past the Opera House, a lot closer to the view you would have seen before, and then through close to the Sydney Heads, and then over to Manly. Go back through here. So the last one I'll probably do tonight is the 12 Apostles, which is in Victoria on the Great Ocean Road. And it comes about because of the name of the formation of the rocks. It's a very popular tourist attraction. And if you drive from Victoria to South Australia, I'd recommend a stop. Looks like it's going to be the bottom left. I'll just grab the edges out again. Oh no, there's a bit of rock up to the top. They look like they'll match up nicely. And then we've got the top right there. Another bit of it going off into the horizon. No, they won't match up. There we got those warming up now. That's the bottom section right here with a bit of green. There'll probably be another piece in between the sand and the ocean, sand and the greenery. Well, they look like they'll match up with those curves. Very, very similar. It's a top left corner. And of the ocean matching up there with one of the bits off in the distance. These pieces look like they'll match up. And this should be the last two bits of the top section. That should join up the two ocean parts of it. Oh, that doesn't quite look right, so I'll put it off to the side for now. That should join up a bit down the beach. So I'll treat those as just one missing piece there. That'll join everything up together. There's one little bit hiding under here. I'll get ready to bring them up and start bringing pieces around. Make everything a little bit bigger, though those colors seem to match the stand quite a lot, and I'll get the greenery in. There we go. Probably the top part of the left edge and the missing left edge. Work my way along sandy sections. So this bit here, oh, yep, that'll fit in nicely there. And that bit will fit in there. A bit more of the cliff face. Yep, the background of the green threw me off a little bit there. All of the surf and sea, the waves are sort of blurring in together. I can't quite make things out simply there, but I'll work through. Yeah, that'll be the right section there. And no. They should match up now. So it looks to be a little bit of beach here. It'll have to be this bit in the middle because the left and the right match up. So it looks like it'll match up with a concave bit, and then one bit out, and then 3 bits in. And then only 4 bits to go. Gotta swap those around. And the last one. So just in summary, this is the 12 Apostles in Victoria. It's part of the Great Ocean Road. It's one of the main, or one of the well-known tourist attractions. And if you're driving from Victoria to South Australia, highly recommend it. I'll have to wrap it up here. I've got to go away and do some other things, but thanks for joining me. Got any questions, comments, or there's anything you want me to do or anything you want me to do next time, I'll be looking to do these around about the same time of day. So at the moment it's 10 o'clock at night, and I'll usually start from about 7 and can go through. And any questions, comments, feedback, please leave a comment. Or if something you'd like me to see, or I'll do one of the photos of, and I'm happy to take requests and happy to have sessions with just general chat. So, okay, thanks for joining.